Adam, tell them about the affordable backing track option that you found the other day. This actually really caught me by surprise, and I think it's worth talking more about what are some other track solutions to maybe just some of the more common places we look, which are still great places. But I was just surprised how affordable these tracks were.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck? How are they doing this? And then I listened to it and I was like, this is really good. These tracks sound great. And I realized it's because they're recording all of these parts to teach people how to learn the songs. So obviously they have to
give people context.
Oh yeah. Worship Online. So if you're not familiar with Worship Online, you can create an account to learn how to play songs, and they have a great platform with tons of like video playthroughs and explaining the parts and tones if you're playing guitar. Great place to learn songs, but and vocal parts as well. So they're recording all of these parts to teach people how to play the songs, but I think that they just compile them into a multi-track and then sell them for a really affordable price. And they sound great.
Check out, like, can you add that to your cart not being a member, or do you just basically have to sign up as a member and then you get the charts?
I bet you could add it just without being a member. I'm signed in.
Oh, okay.
So, that's an actual thing, but see if I can find the song with multi-tracks. I'm not a member. I'm not signed in. Oh yeah, so you either have to start a free account or start a free trial. So
okay, so
not a big deal.
But the idea, but so they're saying, but you get the member prices with a free account. I'm not really super familiar with all their membership options. Just like, how does someone go? Because I know they have pretty accessible memberships there as well. Okay, so access to the Worship Online store, 25% off entire store. Okay, so go to start free trial. I just want to see all the pricing stuff again here. Just go to like the plan or whatever. Solo, monthly. There's got to be like a pricing page just to like see what the actual. I'd go back to the main website. There's got to be like usually a pricing plan on top. There you go, pricing.
So $11 a month.
For one person, $11 a month. And I mean, you're quickly going to save a lot more than that just from what they're charging for these tracks, right? Especially if this is great for someone, especially if you're using Ableton or another DAW that's not like a app that like Prime or Playback that's already integrated with other tracks resources. Like, this seems like a really affordable way to start to building your backing track library. So that's what really surprised me about it, because so what a beautiful name. Let's go to, I'll pull up my my screen right here real quick. If we go to MultiTracks, I'll accept your dang cookie here. Okay, and then if I go to BEAU, default name, and again, this is to download the original master multi-track that I want. It's gonna be $35, right? So what is it? Yep. It was on yours.
It was $9.
$9. So that's almost a quarter of the price, right? So
even the regular price is a third.
But to be fair, on MultiTracks, you are getting the master track, right? Because they've they negotiate straight with the label, and like they take the exact same recordings that you hear on the album. That's what you can get when you buy from MultiTracks. And then you get these recordings where I know Shaylin and the Worship Online team, they basically produce all these sounds in-house. That's part of the reason why they can keep the costs down so much, is that they have an in-house band who's recording these things, and it's just the way it works with royalties and all that. It's much less expensive to or you can sell audio stems much less expensive or cheaper when you've recorded them yourself instead of being the master. Because I think when they're the master, you're kind of at the mercy of what the label wants to charge for them.
Yeah.
I really don't know all the details, but that's how I think when I was looking into just some of this stuff. Because anybody, that's what Loop Community is about, right? Is like I can go record my own stems, put it on Loop Community, and they're going to sell it at a cheaper price than what the master stems are. And then another cheaper option, if you want to pull this up, Adam, on Loop Community, is they have their prime tracks or whatever they call them. Here, are you pulling it up? On Loop Community? Yeah. What's it called?
So there's the premium tracks, which is Loop Community Band. Oh,
yeah.
Wait, is this it? $5?
No, click on it. Just you always got to. Whenever it seems too good to be true, you just got to keep clicking on it and see what happens. Okay, so for the actual, click and cues. It's like, come on, guys, like just give us a $24.99. Say in-app and file download, but whatever, right? So, but still, that's less expensive because if we were to look at that same song, 10,000 Reasons on MultiTracks here, we've got 10,000 Reasons. This one starting at $35, right? Because that's, I'm assuming, the master track, and you're looking at decent chunk more, right? So that, man, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty intriguing. I guess the thing I'd be curious about with the MultiTracks ecosystem, they're doing all these things now with, rehearsal mix. Well, we use that at South, and they have charts. They have Pro Presenter now. And it looks like, I think you either like subscribe and pay their whole monthly deal to get pretty much all these things, or if you pay a la carte, these are the prices that you're looking at too. So,
yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm like, I was really impressed with what Worship Online's doing there. I think they're smart. It's a great way to like get people in their ecosystem too, because they're already, the thing is they're really like selling great lessons on how to learn the songs, but they're already having to produce these great recordings in their studio. So it's like, why not use those as backing tracks? And 99.999% of people in a church and even worship leaders and band members are not going to hear the difference between these professionally produced tracks in Nashville versus the original master recording from whoever did Hillsong's album.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
And I haven't listened to them, separated. I haven't downloaded a stem, but I imagine that they did this in studio, right? So you're probably not hearing like the drummer sing and it get into the overheads. Mm-hmm. You're probably not hearing like the crowd or congregation wherever it was recorded, or like the drums bleeding into an electric guitar cab or any of those things. I think there's more bleed with the live recordings that are used, because often a lot of these songs that we're using for MultiTracks, the original MultiTracks, are live recordings. So a studio environment, you're probably getting cleaner tracks.
Yeah, that's a good point, for sure. Yeah, sometimes you get the master stems and you're like, why do I hear the random choir and voices coming through the drum set or something like that?
Yeah.
And then it's weird because like if you change keys, like you want to change the key of your regular instruments, but you don't really need to change the key of your drums, and then it could like cause some interesting issues. But yeah, that was a cool find, man. I thought that was totally worth sharing with everybody here. So that praisecharts.com has backing tracks. I know Worship Tutorials, they have backing tracks.
Yeah.
But I think you're always going to find the best value ones where these other guys they've recorded their own and then they're selling that to you versus getting the master tracks.
Yeah, the only thing you're missing is the preloaded cues from MultiTracks or for Pro Presenter, or the charts that come with it. But in my case, I normally build my own anyway, so definitely a money saver.